Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with my April favorites, and if you want to see what those were, then keep on watching. Like everybody else, I have been stuck under lock and key in my home during the quarantine, and therefore I think talking about the month of April as a whole really was a flop. I know within my last couple of videos that I have mentioned that I am very fortunate that I am still working full-time from home, and admittedly it has been a lot more of an adjustment than I thought it would be. I have been trying to stay semi-consistent with any sort of workout routine, which has been 10 times harder than I thought. Making time for friends and relationships and things of that nature has been very difficult to balance all three of them together. I am somebody who has a really hard time admitting when I'm doing something wrong, or when I am faced with adversity or struggles, I do become very reclusive. And that is definitely something that I have been using as an excuse in quarantine. Heading into May, New York State will be lifting its New York State pause May 15th. And even though parts of the state are going to be opening back up, for those of you who don't know, I live in the central New York area. So basically, if you take New York State as a whole, we are smack dab right in the middle of it. When it comes to my job, in our department specifically, we have been told that we have been doing such a great job working from home that we're going to be continuing to do so for at least a month until after we open up to the public. One of those things is a backhanded compliment because you're doing such a great job from working from home. But when it comes to my sanity and my mental health, I have been struggling tenfold. Me being locked up in the house does not mean that I didn't get my hands on some goodies or rediscover some favorite products. So let's go ahead and jump into those. First favorite this month is actually something that may not be that exciting for most people, but it is for me because who doesn't love to flaunt new things? My glasses that I bought from iBuyDirect. I plan on doing a review post about my experiences with iBuyDirect, but to just quickly highlight these are the Notting Hill frames, and I am obsessed with these. These are super lightweight, they're super fitting and flattering to my face, and they have the blue light filter, and I really like them because compared to the glasses I had before, which were Felix Gray, the blue light filter is not nearly as dramatic. Therefore, when I look outside of my peripheral vision, it doesn't really mess my brain up too terribly much. I also picked up two other frames as well. These are the Fiction frames. These are the Grace frames. I will be sure to link down my referral code so that way you can get $10 off your first order. I'm somebody who has been wearing glasses for most of my life, and every experience that I've ever had with buying glasses has always been super expensive. And these were a much more cheaper alternative. For all three frames that I bought, it came to about $120, which is significantly less than anything that you will pay inside a doctor's office. Somebody who does not love wearing glasses just because they are really intrusive, and because I work out, and because I just don't like to be bothered with frames, I will say that I have been wearing these non-stop. I am obsessed with them because they are super lightweight. They are flexible in the sense that you can mold them and fit them to your face perfectly. And also the fact that they are super stylish, and I received a ton of compliments on them. But one of my favorites this month is actually this current style that I had my hair in, which is just a very basic middle part. Obviously, dyeing my hair wasn't enough. I had to change more about my hair. So I switched up my part, and I will admit that I'm somebody who has trained my hair to not necessarily fall or part a certain way. I do plan on doing a tutorial on how to achieve this look, but that will be coming at a later date, so check back on that. I'm only able to achieve this hairstyle because of two specific products. When I unboxed this in my FabFitFun box, I really kind of was turned off by the fact that it was a no-name hairbrush, and I didn't really know too much about it. The card that it came with wasn't very descriptive, but I will tell you that the Aria Beauty Electroplated Detangling Brush is a godsend. I don't know what black magic is in this brush, but I am fully amazed. It detangles my hair with such ease. It blow dries my hair phenomenally. It smooths everything out. It just is a good brush. I know nothing about Aria Beauty, and even when looking on their website to link it below, I had there's no rhyme or reason why this brush is so good. I don't know what this brush is, and I don't know what sorcery is in this brush, but this has been an absolute favorite, an absolute hidden gem. and I will guard this thing with my life because this is my new like saving grace product when it comes to hair care. In hand with this brush also comes another product that I've had for a while, have tested, and have used pretty consistently for the last 6 months, I would say, and that is the DryBar Jumpstart Quick Dry Blowout Serum. This cuts my blow dry time in half, literally. I have a lot of hair. I have thick hair, which means that it takes forever to dry. It takes me 10 minutes to blow dry my hair to pretty straight. I'm gonna say that again. 10 minutes to blow dry this mane to pretty straight hair. Don't know of any other products that are similar to this, if there is another alternative, because DryBar is a little bit pricier. But I truthfully think it is so worth it. It's one of those products that I will be obsessed with for a long time, just because it does simplify the entire routine. Another favorite this month came from that FabFitFun box, and that would have been the DONNI ribbed cardigan. I would show it to you, but it's currently in my wash because I have been wearing it nonstop. Next favorite this month is kind of an oddball choice, but being that I am somebody who becomes obsessive about television shows, and I don't normally binge a lot of Netflix to begin with. I think that's something that I do need to make clear. This month I discovered the show Waco, which absolutely mind-blowing. This show is so addicting. It's only 6 episodes long and you can breeze through it in an entire afternoon, but I'm somebody who loves that kind of stuff. I love cults, conspiracies, all of those things, which is wrapped into one, and it's presented in Waco. Acting on the show was phenomenal. It was a really quick moving storyline. You were never bored while watching the show, and I blew it out in an entire afternoon. Anytime somebody like asks for Netflix recommendations, it's the first thing that I recommend. And like I said, I'm not somebody who really does pay a lot of attention to Netflix. You know, obviously I'm caught up on most of like the important shows, we'll say, but I don't become obsessive with shows unless if it's something that catches my attention in the first 5 minutes. I just don't have the attention span to watch Netflix aimlessly, and I feel way too guilty if I just lay in bed or lay on the couch and just watch TV all day. I've never been that person, but when I do get into my binging moods, watch out. My intangible item for the month of April, I think obviously has to play off of the fact that we're in quarantine and I'm not really allowed to leave my house. I know when I talked in my March favorites, I was kind of more or less appreciative of my change of attitude, you know, and just the fact that we are stuck in quarantine, that it's more of a revitalization period to like, you know, maybe focus on habits that have been really bad, so on and so forth. I felt that the month of April was really, really focal on my relationships. My relationship with my family is very strong, even though it is very strained at this point because we have been in the house together for a month. Even like on game nights like that I would have with my family, it was moments that I was like really happy and reflective on the fact that I do have a great relationship with my family. And I am very fortunate that I am so close with them. A friend that would call me almost every day while she was working, and we would talk for like 2 hours. And we would talk about literally anything, from her day at work to my day at work to, you know, planning our dream weddings to this to that. And it was so nice to be able just to have no other excuse but to check in with one another. I am somebody who I don't take the time to check in as much as I probably should, but I am the friend that you can call any time of the day and I will answer the phone. My boyfriend lives in Massachusetts and I live in New York, and obviously distance does make the heart grow fonder, and we have been, you know, really working hard on communicating and just kind of getting back to basics. My current boyfriend is somebody who I had dated in the past when I came back home and life happened, and 6 years later here we are rekindling, are very familiar and comfortable with one another. But being that we are not able to see each other does make us make more time for one another in a day. Open up conversations that are going to make you uncomfortable, that are, you know, you run out of things to talk about with a person, and especially when there is no human to human interaction, when it is strictly through a telephone or through a screen, you come up with different topics and you learn so much more about people. And I think that for me has been the favorite. I thought that I knew my friends, but being that we took away the physical component of everything, and now we are only relying on our words, I've learned so much about my friends. And I think that is something that is so cool. And if that's one thing I can take away from this quarantine, is that I have learned how to communicate and to effectively communicate the things that I want and need out of people, I think that's a huge lesson. It could be from anything, like about what I had for lunch today, or conspiracies about everything. It's been so enlightening to learn about people. That's a good way to end that. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like my videos, if you like my content, and if you like me, feel free to subscribe by hitting the button down below and getting notified when I post new videos. Be sure to list all my favorites down below and link them over at the website, saralock.com, 2 H's, 2 K's. And I'll also be sure to link all my social medias down below too, so you can follow me wherever I might be, even though it's going to be in this bedroom 99% of the time. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, so thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, love you always, stay safe, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye. I can't see, and I think it's super evident because like I'm constantly squinting. Rock-a-roll, buckaroo. I guess my next question is, how do we like the new setup? Is this a thing? Are we making this a thing? I've changed the angle for the first time in 3 years. And how are we not going to acknowledge it? New angles, new views, 2020. Because when you're in these four walls all day, you kind of get bored. Woo! Yay! I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I know. I think I like my fix. Like it's going to stop me. Who remembers Crazy Frog? Oh my God. I just hit a part of my brain I didn't even realize existed. Is it super obvious I overdrew my lips today? Because we gonna find out. Don't. No. False. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's a bloop.